Hello everyone, Ember here, and welcome back to a new video. In this one, I would like to just talk about Journey Together, really, and take a look at the secret rares, but also give some honest thoughts on the set, because to be honest, I think this set is okay. And in all honesty, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. One thing I was really dreading going into this set, and certainly some of the card reveals, is that they would reveal a deck that was obviously going to be so broken. It was going to warp the format, change the meta completely, do a 360 spin, and it would basically dictate the power levels for a few months at least until the next set. But I think this set is not going to do that. Instead, I think this set will simply just add more cards to the TCG, really, in the meta sense, right? We're going to get N's Zork, we're going to get the Hops deck, kind of, through our Chaladon. The Belly Bolt deck will probably just be a Raging Bolt Belly Bolt deck, but it will still be a thing. So we're getting playable cards, and Mamoswine's already won a tournament, by the way, so that's cool. But the thing is, I'm kind of glad that we're not getting anything that's just so obviously S tier broken. I think there is some merits in a set just being okay. I don't understand this constant need for the next set to be this like amazing set full of all these S tier decks and S tier playable cards. Like, it's weird because for a community like the Pokemon TCG, right? It often feels like there's a huge vocal push to go like against meta decks, to play against them, to like find new decks that are creative and off meta and all the rest of it. But there's also this like massive outcry if there's nothing meta from a set. And I understand that this is a weak comparison because that's obviously two very different groups of people that are making those statements. But I still find it really interesting that they end up being the most vocal part of the community often. I just find that interesting. It's just food for thought. I'm not against it, by the way, and I'm not for it. I'm just firmly on the fence when it comes to that sort of thing, especially with this set. When I'm looking at new set reveals and new card reveals, I'm just looking for stuff that I'll be able to use and basically just play as a fun deck, really. And if it's usable in GLC, that's a bonus. But really, it's just for like standard content, like rogue budget decks. Although, to be honest, there has been a bit less of that going around just due to the nature of the game, really. The speed of it, the power of it. But overall, I think there's honestly something quite nice about a set just not being full of all these S tier broken decks. And I think this is one of those. Like God help us if Cynthia's Garchomp ends up being broken or Team Rocket's Mewtwo ends up being S tier broken. But I know some people really want the format to change, right? I'm not going to ignore that fact. I do understand it, right? But the thing is, we're also getting rotation. So that should definitely churn things up a bit, kick a few decks off. Charizard will be nerfed slightly by rotation, right? It loses Rotom V and Forest Seal Stone. And I mentioned Charizard because I think that there is like a chunk of people online that don't really like it. Personally, I'm like whatever about Charizard right now, but I understand why people don't like it. It's just because it's played an awful lot, really, in TCG Live and stuff. But the thing is, for the most part, I do think rotation will be a good thing for the game. It will help, change things up a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to take a look at these secret rares as well while I'm here. Got some lovely artwork. Probably won't be able to afford any of these, by the way, but at least on TCG Live, I can craft them, right? So, that's a bonus to TCG Live. We can craft all of these cards unless they suddenly scrap the credit system. But yeah, honestly, really cool cards. I think the N Zork is one of the most expensive cards in Japan, which is quite interesting. But yeah, very fun artworks. I think this Volcanion also kind of reminds me of the Volcaniax from Steam Siege, like that secret rare. That was really cool. If it is going to load, but yeah, there we go. So very cool artwork. Sadly, Volcanion is not like the greatest card in this set, but still a very nice artwork to play. And yeah, got some nice ones from Mamoswine and the trainers. But yeah, overall, I think this set is just okay. I think there's something all right with it being okay, and I really wish we didn't have to push like this whole idea that each new set has to be always topping the last one. Like everything has to constantly be getting better and better. Like I understand that people want change. I understand that, but at the same time, it'd be nice to just appreciate the slower things and the smaller formats, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll release this video because it's like very convoluted and not very clear. And, when that often happens, then, you get people misinterpreting what you said and things. Very easy to happen. I've seen it happen way too many times on YouTube. But, it's just food for thought, really. And yeah, I just wanted to get some thoughts out there. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Do you think Journey Together will be a good set for the Pokemon TCG? And yeah, thank you for watching.